Greetings! I am Lego Lad, and we're back to playing Ocarina of Time. And if you're wondering why we're back in Link's house, this is actually where you start when you start up the game. Every time. I'm not kidding. So, when we left off, we saved the Deku Tree, except not really, and now we have to go to Hyrule Castle. So, onwards we go. We need to go this way. This is the way out of the forest. When we leave, we have a cutscene. Oh, you're leaving. I knew that you would leave the forests someday, Lego Lad. Because you're different from me and my friends. Well, you have green hair, so I'm obviously different than you. But that's okay, because we'll be friends forever, won't we? I want you to have this ocarina. Please take good care of it. And now we have Soraya's ocarina. The fairy ocarina. This is a memento from Soraya. Set it to C and use C to start playing it. On the select item subscreen, you can set it to C left, down, or right, then use that C to start playing it. You can play different notes with A and the 4C. Press B to quit playing or start your song over again. When you play my ocarina, I hope you'll think of me and come back to the forest to visit. This is kind of awkward. Trying to fix the brightness, but it's not happening. You can see I turned on the lights. So here we are! Hyrule Field. This will be the main area we will be traveling in throughout the rest of the game. And it is quite big. So big that if you go straight from the Kokiri Forest to Hyrule Castle Town, well, you'll see in a minute. Hoot hoot! Lego Lad, look up here. Oh, it's this guy. You'll see what's up with him in a minute. It appears that the time has finally come for you to start your adventure. You'll encounter many hardships ahead. That is your fate. Don't feel discouraged, even during the toughest times. Go straight this way and you'll see Hyrule Castle. You'll meet a princess there. If you're lost and don't know which way to go, look at the map. The areas you have explored will be shown on the map. Press start to enter the subscreens and L or R to find the map. On the map subscreen, you'll also see a flashing dot showing which way you should go next. Did you get all that? This is what's annoying about the owl. Most people, I imagine, would just start skipping through his dialogue, not really caring, and then Nintendo springs this on them. They're not really paying attention and they accidentally hit no, and the owl will repeat everything that he says. You have to actually press down and then press yes. Alright then, I'll see you around. No. I would rather not see you around ever. Okay, so one trick that you can do to get to Hyrule Castle Town quicker is you can use the sidestepping technique, which is holding L and holding the control stick left or right, and that actually moves you faster than moving forward. So we can actually get there faster. There it is. Let's sidestep our way there. Hopefully I don't miss. although I probably will. So now you can see it's starting to get dark. We're almost there. Nope. This is around the point where you would be. And these guys come out every night in Hyrule Field. These guys are called Style Childs. And they're basic enemies. You just hit them twice to kill them. They only do a quarter heart of damage. And they can drop some useful stuff. But they are pretty annoying to deal with, especially if you're outside Castle Town, but it does kind of give you something to do while you're waiting for the gate. What do you want, Navi? The Great Deku Tree wanted us to go visit the princess at Hyrule Castle. Shouldn't we get going? Okay. I'm starting to see why people don't like Navi. I'm telling you what you already know. The way I just did that spin attack is I spun the control stick around in a single circle and pressed B. So now it's getting daytime. One fun trick I actually just forgot to do is I like to stand on the edge here. Just like that. Just stand right here, and every single time the Style Childs, or however you say that, I have no idea, they will continuously spawn in the water. And just die all the time. But you don't get the items yet. It's too much of a hassle. So, this is Castle Town. Lots of people here. So, we might as well check out what's around here. We have, well, tons of people. We have a bowling alley for bomb chews. We'll see the bomb chews later in the game. Over here is the shooting gallery. This is the Happy Mask shop. We'll see the owner of this shop later. For right now, he's not there. There's the potion shop, which I actually might... Let's see. No, I don't even have a bottle. I can't use any of these. So most of these places are pretty useless right now. What is she doing? Hey, your clothes, they're different. You're not from around here, are you? Tons of dots for no apparent reason. Oh, you're a fairy boy from the forest. My name's Malon. My dad owns Lon Lon Ranch. Dad went to the castle to deliver some milk, and he hasn't come back yet. So, most of the stuff in the castle town is just mandatory. Or, no, why did I say mandatory? It's, optional. It's not mandatory in any way, shape, or form. So we go this way to Hyrule Castle. But we're not there yet. We're just in the field. You know, I really don't care about your dialogue. Basically, he's explaining the time mechanics. In town places, like Castle Town or Lon Lon Ranch, time will stand still. Any other place, time will just continue normally. Just go away. I don't want to talk to you again. Thank you. Okay. So let's continue on. I'm tired. just woke up and I'm recording this. So, you say you want to see Princess Zelda, eh? You probably heard about her in town and said you had to meet her. Well, go home, get out of here. The princess would never grant an audience to the likes of you. So the guard won't let us pass. So we'll have to find another way in. And that's where these vines come in. Now, unless you climb them just right, they will drop you off instantly. So you gotta climb right up the middle. There we go. Ah, now this is a gossip stone. If remember the Happy Mask shop? Well, there's a mask in there that you can buy that you can talk to these stones with. We'll see that later. You can also hit the stones to see what the current time is. 12:19. It goes by military time. So we go down this ladder and through this door. Now we don't want to follow this path because there are guards there. We also don't want to stray from the path too far because there's a guard up that cliff too. But what's this way? Dead end. You're the most useful sign ever. Okay, so there's the guard. We gotta run up this hill so that, in a way that they don't actually see us. There we go. Now stay away from the big white path. It's starting to get dark. And once you get here, you climb up the rocks. There's another gossip stone. Each one of these gossip stones, if you talk to them, will have a different piece of pretty much just lore information. Now, we don't want to just go straight across there because the guards will see us. So what we want to do is we want to jump in the moat. And this will actually get us rupees if we go just right. There we go. You might notice that I'm swimming faster than usual. To do that, I'm just pressing B repeatedly. Nothing in the grass. Hey, who's this over here? He's not a guard. Mumble, mumble. Blah, blah, blah. Look, I'm a red yourself. Blah, 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 blah. You idiot. It's obvious that these crates are filled with milk. Remember that Malon girl in town? She said that that her dad was delivering milk to the castle? Well, guess who this is? You freaking idiot. Now, I know it's nighttime, but even when you come here during the daytime, he's still asleep. So how do we wake him up? Well, we can't right now. We need a certain item. That's why I'm just surrounding him with boxes right now. So, we need an item from Malon. So, let's just head back to the castle town, but we can't unless we do this. So, they throw us over the gate and pretty much ignore us. What? Shouldn't they be figuring out... Oh, hi Malon. Are you going to the castle, fairy boy? Would you mind finding my dad? He must have fallen asleep somewhere around the castle. What a thing for an adult to do. Oh yeah, if you look for him, I'll give this to you. I've been incubating this egg very carefully. So, now we have an egg. This is the item we need. I'm not kidding. So now we need to go back to Malon's dad with this egg. Okay. So, I'm not exactly sure what I should be saying at this point, since this is just the same old thing that we did before. I'm hungry. You know, we need to eat sometimes. Hey, how did those boxes... So, this just reveals that he is actually awake and just trolling me, you know? Oh, and that door behind me, we can't actually go inside it. Don't know why, but we just can't. You move boxes so slow. Why? Just why? Okay, so we can't use the egg on this guy yet. So, we're gonna have to... I'm not serious, we are going to have to wait until tomorrow. Not tonight, tomorrow. So in the meantime, I might as well explain the subscreens, since I didn't actually do that last episode. So, I'm gonna start with the select items subscreen. This lists all the items that you've obtained in the game. And Link has a big inventory. He can hold everything. And to equip something, you just push one of the C buttons. And Deku Nuts are still useless. And so is the Ocarina right now. So we're moving on. You see, this is the equipment subscreen. Not really much to say about it at this point in time. So, moving on. This is our quest status. Once this is completely filled, except for the heart pieces and the skulltulas, then we will be... This is pretty much our progress screen. Most games have a way that you can tell your progress through the game. Some just tell you outright, some have a quest status screen like this. So, you might notice that the Kokiri's Emerald is here. Well, that is important to the story. So we'll be seeing that later. These are the songs that we have learned, that we have/can learn for the Ocarina. We have none, so I'll be kind of skipping this. You might remember in episode 1, I told you about the gold skulltulas. This is your progress. You need 100 in order to get all of the prizes for getting all the skulltulas, so I'm not going to do that. Don't tell me to, I'm not going to. And finally, we have the map screen. These are each of the areas that you can go in. Each of these blue dots. Any dot that is flashing yellow, it means you have some kind of quest there. So, that's all the subscreens. I'll be explaining the equipment subscreen in a later episode when we can actually use it. But for right now, excuse me. For right now, I'm going to stop recording until it's daytime. And I am back, and I just realized that, oh, look, a chicken hatched from the egg you were incubating. It's the miracle of life. So I just realized that by trying to cut out the waiting, I've actually ended the last part prematurely. Sorry about that. So what we do is we take out the chicken right next to him, and he wakes up. What in tarnation? Can't a person get a little shut-eye around here? Hello, and who might you be? I didn't even say anything. Yep, I'm Talon, the owner of Lon Lon Ranch. I went to the castle to deliver some milk, but I sat down here to rest, and I guess I fell asleep. What? Malon was looking for me? I'm gonna catch you from her now. I messed up bad leaving Malon behind to wait for me. She's really gonna let me have it. He's apparently afraid of Malon. Don't know why. So now that Talon is out of the way, we could push these boxes. Where do we push them, you ask? Down here. Because there is actually a platform here for them to land on. So we push them one on top of the other. There we go. And then we go into here. Now remember that whole guard thing we did in the last part? Guess what we have to do now? Virtually not that hard. It's just kind of tedious to wait through. I have some toast right here because, you know, I'm hungry. Oh look, rupees. But we don't want to go for the rupees because there's a guard over there. So what we do is climb up here and then carefully walk across this beam. There we go. You guys are idiots, you know that? You're nothing like the other Highland guards. Okay, so we got past all the guards, and now we are here in Zelda's courtyard. So you go over here, talk to this girl. Who are you? How did you get past the guards? They're idiots. That's how. Oh, what's that? Is that a fairy? Why, yes, it is. Then are you from the forest? Then you wouldn't happen to have the spiritual stone of the forest, would you? That green and shining stone. Do you have it? If you say no, she'll just insist that you do and then ask you again. Just as I thought. I had a dream. In the dream, dark storm clouds were billowing over the land of Hyrule. But suddenly, A ray of light shot out of the forest, parted the clouds, and lit up the ground. The light turned into a figure holding a green and shining stone, followed by a fairy. I know this is a prophecy that someone would come from the forest. Yes, I thought you might be the one. Oh, I'm sorry. I got carried away with my story and didn't even properly introduce myself. I am Zelda, Princess of Hyrule. So here she is, the ever-popular Zelda. What is your name? Strange, it sounds somehow familiar. Somehow. Don't know how. Okay then, Lego lad. I'm going to tell you the secret of the sacred realm that has been passed down by the royal family of Hyrule. Please keep this a secret from everyone. Hey, it's another popular line. The legend goes like this. It's this story again. We already know what she's going to say, so I'm not even going to read it. Power to grant the wish of anyone who holds it in his hands. There's something new. Maybe. I don't actually remember. I never actually watched the videos after I uploaded them. Ah well. That's right, the Temple of Time is the entrance through which you can enter the sacred realm from our world. Ah, giant flowers! But the entrance is sealed with a stone wall called the Door of Time. And in order to open the door, it's said that you need to collect 3 spiritual stones. And another thing you need is the treasure that the royal family keeps along with this legend. The Ocarina of Time. Did you understand well the story I just told you? And they don't pull a Kapora on us. That's the name of the owl, Kapora Gaebora. I forgot to tell you. I was spying through this window just now. The other element from my dream, the dark clouds. I believe they symbolize that man in there. Will you look through the window at him? I've never actually said no. Just, I don't know why. Can you see the man with the evil eyes? And we will remember that face for eternity. That is Ganondorf, the leader of the Gerudos. They hail from the desert far to the west. Though he swears allegiance to my father, I'm sure he is not sincere. The dark clouds that covered Hyrule in my dream, they must symbolize that man. What happened? Did he see you? Don't worry. He doesn't have any idea what we're planning yet. But that's not what I'm worried about. I'm worried about the guards that may be charging in here at any moment. I told my father about my dream. However, he didn't believe it was a prophecy. But I can sense that man's evil intentions. What Ganondorf is after must be nothing less than the Triforce of the Sacred Realm. He must have come to Hyrule to obtain it. And he wants to conquer Hyrule. No, the entire world. Lego lad, now we are the only ones who can protect Hyrule. Please. Okay. Why not? I had other things in my plans, but I think I can set those things aside for saving Hyrule. Maybe? I don't know. Or maybe it's just because the Deku Tree told me. I don't know. I'm saying I don't know way too much. I'm afraid, I have a feeling that that man is going to destroy Hyrule. He has such terrifying power, but it's fortunate that you've come. We must not let Ganondorf get the Triforce. I will protect the Ocarina of Time with all my power. He shall not have it. None shall pass. You go find the other 2 spiritual stones. Let's get the Triforce before Ganondorf does, and then defeat him. One more thing. Take this letter. I'm sure it will be helpful to you. So now, the letter has replaced our chicken. Because that's the only free slot in our inventory. I am completely serious. When we get something to replace when we get something that goes in the slot for Zelda's letter, we will not get Zelda's letter back. So now we go this way, and we're greeted by Impa. Zelda's like guardian or something. I'm Impa of the Sheikahs. I'm responsible for protecting Princess Zelda. Everything is exactly as the princess foretold. You are a courageous boy. You are heading out on a big new adventure, aren't you? My role in the princess's dream was to teach a melody to the one from the forest. This is an ancient melody passed down by the royal family. I've played this song for Princess Zelda as a lullaby ever since she was a baby. There is mysterious power in these notes. Now listen carefully. So this is our first song. We can play this song at any pace we like and it'll still play the song normally. You played Zelda's Lullaby. This will be somewhat useful in order to get in. This will be necessary to get to the next dungeon, actually. You've learned Zelda's Lullaby. If the castle soldiers find you, there will be trouble. Let me lead you out of the castle. So now we're back here in Hyrule Field. You brave lad, we must protect this beautiful land of Hyrule. Take a good look at that mountain. That's Death Mountain, the home of the Gorons. They hold the spiritual stone of fire. At the foot of Death Mountain, you'll find my village, Kakariko. That's where I was born and raised. You should talk to some of the villagers there before you go up Death Mountain. The song I just taught you has some mysterious power. Only royal family members are allowed to learn this song. Remember, it will help to prove your connection with the royal family. The princess is waiting for you to return to the castle with the stones. Alright? We're counting on you. Hey, she used the Deku nut. Ah well. And surprisingly, this is going to be the end of the part, because I think this has gone on long enough as it is. So, in the next part, we will actually go up Death Mountain and see our next dungeon. So, until then, I'm out of here.